Hello, Stampin' friends. It's Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe. And I thought I would show my face today. I'm a mess, but you know, it is what it is. If you're here, give me a thumbs up or say hello, good evening. If you're catching the replay, comment replay. I'm still trying to play catch up here. And I'm just trying to make sure I'm good to go. And make sure I'm still live. Okay, yes, there we are. Let's make sure. Okay, so I know I'm usually here every day at 9 a.m., but this week I've started a job. I've tried to work ahead, but it seems I cannot work ahead. I work 8 to 4. It takes me an hour to get home. By the time I get dinner and we eat or whatever, it's already 6 o'clock. I got like an hour of creative time. If I went live with you for 7 or even 7:30, an hour and a half, not even. And then soccer in between, a couple nights a week. And then on top of that, I gotta be in bed by like 9:30, 10, because I'm up at 5. So it sucks. Anyway, I wanted to come in and we will make a card, but I wanted to give you a few updates. I haven't been able to, and I hope to tonight if I have enough energy after this, because I'm really tired. I'm burning, what did my husband say? It's like you're burning the candle at both ends right now. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how I feel. So I got to figure out this new routine and get into the groove of it. But before we begin, I don't even know if I'll be able to come live tomorrow because, well, usually Wednesdays I go to bingo. But now I'm like, I don't think I should go to bingo. I need to sit here and create. So life's like. But if you've seen my posts, and I have not been posting or emailing because it takes a while to write an email. But we are doing Christmas in July, and I'm hoping I get 10 participants. I think we're at 4 or 5 already. So please sign up. I've shared the cards if you've seen it. Hello, Kathy. Thanks for joining me this evening. So I don't know if they'll show reverse. Yeah, they're going to show reverse. So these are the 5 cards we're creating. So you'll get all the bits and pieces. Plus you're going to get a 6x12 of the designer series paper. You'll get 2 yards of ribbon. And like I said, all the pieces cut for you. So you just need to assemble, plus a full pack of embellishments. So you're getting a quarter pack plus all that. So it's like a $30 value. And then on top of that, you pick your bingo numbers. So the more that participate, the more I can put in prizes. So minus the cost of this is what I have left over to cover the prizes. So you definitely want to do that. At first it took me a while to get used to this. Bingos are more important. And so that's true. But these are so cute, and it's real red and white. I honestly thought they were going to sell out right away, but it hasn't yet, thank goodness. But there is tons of, I'm a mess. I already packed everything. I packed most of it because I got to give it to Barb so she can cut for me and prep all your bingo card project. But I think this is one of my favorites patterns. And then, of course, this one. And I love this quilted one on the back, too. Which, you know, well, at first I was like, oh, I really want that big stocking. Because I really wanted the stamp set and bundle. Which I have packed ready to go. But then I was like, oh, the paper is really cute. And I struggled. I struggled to create the projects for you. So it took me a little longer. But once I got going, I couldn't stop. So it was actually a lot of fun. So I got to put that in Barb's kit so she can cut for me. So those are the 4 cards we're going to create, and you'll get all the pieces for you. So it's $49 because I need the extra $5 to ship it to you. So I'm looking forward to this class because it's actually quite fun and easy to make. And we've got one fun fold in here. This one I tried to create it so it looks like it's hanging off the mantle. But I think this one's my favorite. So anyway, in between that, we'll play bingo. So the more people that join, the better. So if you haven't seen my link, it's on the featured post. If you go to my Facebook page, it's there. and I'll send it in the email as well. So I've had to cut down a few classes, so that's why I want to share this stuff with you, because that is one event I'm doing. Now I'm doing another event called, what is it called? It's called TNT Retreat. And this is techniques and templates that I've partnered up with both Rachel Kuhn and Dee Slater. Where's my card designs? This is not it. And so you're going to get two to three different types of designer series paper. And then you're going to get 2 packs of embellishments. You're going to get a mini blending brush. You're also going to get some masking paper. And you're also going to get 6 card kits. I think we're doing 6, 1 of each. And then you're also going to get, I forget what else was in there. Hey, you know what? Actually, I think it's right here. Oh, she didn't list it. So, but out of the whole class, if I can find my cards, they were right here. Out of the whole class, you're going to get 6 card kits. And there's going to be some masking techniques, brayer techniques. We're going to use the Impressions mat and show you how that works. Some water painting. There's going to be some 2-tone cardstock in there as well, and chalking like in it. So this is a retreat in a box to go. So everything will be in there except for your adhesives, paper trimmer, like just your basic stuff. You will need a brayer because the card I've created here requires a brayer. And then you use whatever stamps you have. So I used Fern and Flora. And then I believe Dee used Olive Flutter. And then for the Impressions one, it's Phrases and More. But I will put that all in a second email so that you don't get it all at once. My card was right here. And so I had it ready for you. And now it's MIA. Weird. Anyway, it's going to do a little bit of masking. This was my original one and I didn't like it, but I do like my newer one. Oh, there it is. And this. So you're going to get the butterflies in there as well. Hello, Barb. Thanks for popping in and joining me. So that class, it's a little more expensive because you get tons of stuff. Oh yeah, you also get water painters. Okay, so you get a full pack of water painters. You get a blending brush. You get embellishments. You get ribbon for the cards, but we're not giving away a ribbon. You get masking, a sheet of masking, and then you get, what else? I can't remember. But yeah, so the whole thing is worth, hi Barb. The whole thing is worth $92, which includes shipping. And then you get quarter or half a pack of 6x12 designer series paper, 2 packs. So that's a lot of sheets. You're going to have so much left over, plus a 3-pack of water painters. How can you go wrong with that? So these are the 2 cards I created. So you'll need a brayer for sure. And then whatever stencil you have. I use the new stencil that is in there that we are offering. So if you want to pick this one up, you can. It's called Water and Dotted Lines, 167760. And so I'll list it all in there. So it's going to take me a while to write the email. But everything will be in there. And then what you get. And then as well, everything's going to be recorded on a Facebook page with links just like we have done in the past. So you can take it to the lake. You can take it wherever you want and just create on your own and do it whenever you like. So, and if you don't want the kit, but you just want the PDF, it's $25. So you're going to get like $60 plus worth of product. And then in there for you to use whatever you like with it. Okay, so that is one of them. Now, I'm also going to do a product-based class because I've been wanting to do this one, and that is the Relaxing Waterside. So it's something I've been wanting to do, and everything's finally, I think, off back order. Although I didn't check today to see, but I'm hoping everything is off back order. And so, and you can get everything. So we're going to create a card today with it because I missed Global Design Project. So I want to make sure I get that done. Now, don't forget to, if you placed a $100 order, don't forget to add your begonia set. I was hoping I'd have it here by now, but I don't. Now, we also found out too today that Paper Pumpkin sale is coming up. The Paper Pumpkin sale is coming up on July 11th, like in a few days, and to August 10th. And you get 25% off the first kit. So if you're a first-time subscriber and you've never ever bought Paper Pumpkin, you get 25% off. So 17, 8. So you're paying like 25 bucks, I think. So the kits are fantastic. They have been lately, and the next kit, which is June, this one's June to July already need to print the new one. So the July one is coming up. And of course, our starter welcome kit, I can't order one till July 15th, but when I do, I will let you see what's in there, but there's tons of goodies. There's just so much going on. Now, something else we were told that we were supposed to keep a secret, but we no longer need to keep it a secret. Stampin' Up! Is releasing their version of the hot foil system. Now, this hot foil system is not a special system customized. However, it does need a Stampin'. It's the same system you see everywhere else. However, we found out that it does not work with any other brand of emboss and cut machines. You must use it with the Stampin' Up! Emboss and cut machine. So I don't know what thickness they did to change it, but I'm gonna tell you, it looks exactly like all the other brands out there. This is my heat foil system. So the heat foil looks like, it looks no different than what you've seen other brands use. It's got light system, so you can't go wrong. So you just work it like a defibrillator. We have foil that comes in 3 different colors: pink, silver, and gold. So I just got mine, and I was trying to do a price comparison because everyone was like, oh, you don't get much foil, but I think you do. Like this is deco foil, and this one is 6 inches by 12 inches, and this one is 5 inches by 5 yards. So 1 yard is 3 feet, I believe. So that's 15, and this is only 12, so you're getting quite a bit. So that one's the pink foil. And then if you already have a hot foil machine, you can use it with our dies. So these are the ones I just picked up. So I'm super excited. You also get a free class on how to use them. So you can see the dies are different. I'll show you this one. Yeah, this one. So here's the die cuts. And then that's the heat foil, the foiling piece. And then you can die cut them. So they come like this. And so I'm excited to be able to use it. You get your magnetic tool, which by the way, you can pick up other things with. And then of course your shims and your plates and everything else, of course, that's in here. So this is releasing on July 10th. Let's see here. Yeah, July 10th. So if you're interested, reach out to me and we can get you started. It should get, and then I'm looking at getting together. You get a free class on the 23rd, and then I'm looking at whoever orders it to get together on July 28th to play with our machines together. So you will need the emboss and cut machines. I'm telling you that now, because a lot of people are like disappointed they can't use their Gemini or their the old Big Boss. So it does require that. Okay, so what else is there? I hope that's enough. I don't know. I'm still struggling with, like I said in the beginning, of trying to get here every day, unless I come on at like 8 o'clock or 9, but 9's like my bedtime already. Right now, it takes me like almost an hour to get into the city. And then an hour home, and I'm going to be in trouble at the end of the month because my husband's going to be gone for his annual motorcycle trip. And I found out that the kids have soccer every night. So like Benjamin's Monday, Wednesday, Bishop's Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm literally get home and eat something in 30 minutes and leave. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get back on track to sharing with you every day, because I really, really miss it. And I need to figure out how to make it work. So if anybody has ideas, I'm all here. I'm listening. I'm open. Okay. And then I have to get up early because I leave by 7. But lately I've been having to go in earlier because it's a new job, and I finally got a parking pass, which by the way costs a fortune to park downtown. But it takes a 10-minute walk to get to my work. So now I have to leave at least 10-15 minutes earlier and then walk, and then, oh my God. And so I'm still learning. So I have to be there earlier than normal. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I want to share my world because I'm sure you all can relate. Okay. So relaxing Waterside. I wanted to create a few cards, and then the winner will still get them. I won't have 5 cards, but at least I'll hopefully have 3. And I don't know if I'll share all 3. So we'll have to work that out. But I still want to surprise and delight you with a winner at the end of each week. So this week's Global Design Project, what is a theme challenge. And it was all about numbers. So I started creating this card, almost finished it. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should just save it. But then I was like, oh, I don't like it. So now we're going to create another one from scratch together because I have a few changes. So I know it's crazy. I'm crazy. Or maybe I'm not. I don't know. You can all laugh at me. It's fine. So hi, Deb. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome. So this suite, the Waterside Retreat Suite collection. So I hope you've bought it. And if you haven't, consider it. It is currently unavailable. I'm just checking right now. So what? Oh, okay. So these little anchors are currently unavailable. So we will do this at the beginning of August. Oh, my hand's all covered in ink. And I will give you a few of these because I have 2 packages. So you won't, how many is in here? There's 20. So if 5 of you sign up for this product-based class, then you'll get 40. Oh, actually I have 40. Well, I need 5 for myself. So then if there's 5 of you, then you'll get whatever I have left over. So I'll split it amongst all of you and just keep a couple for myself because it's currently unavailable. Okay, so I just want to show off the whole thing. And there's no ribbon for this one, so I'll probably just use linen thread so it's easier. And yeah, so let's get started. So I'm looking for my stand. So I'm going to flip you and get you going here. Now, I don't know about, because it's a different time. I didn't set up my lights. I was like rushing. I honestly did not think I was going to get here on time. So you'll have to bear with me. Maybe I can turn off my light. I'll see. Let's see if I can do that and add my flash. Oh, that doesn't look too bad, does it? You tell me. If it's not enough if it's too shadowy for you, then let me know. But I think it looks okay. I'll just move this up more. And then I know where I'm at. Okay. So this is the bundle. If you haven't received it yet, it's been a while, but out for a while. However, it's an online exclusive. Oh no, it says mini. Is it in the mini? And I'll just raise this up for a second so you could see. Looks okay so far, great. So then you can see here all the fun patterns. Now, one of the sheets, this one, you see it's cut in half. What the heck? I think it's time for a new stand. I've had this for quite a few years, pre-COVID or around COVID, and now my stand's not working as good.
Um, Let me see if I can. Oh, it's right here. So it's got tons of great pages that you can just cut out and use on its own for scrapbooking or for a card. And so, and then it has 6 colors that it goes great with, including Very Vanilla, which is not normal. We haven't used Very Vanilla in a very long time. Haha, in a very, very long time. Okay, so the card we're going to create, and I need my linen thread, so I'm just going to reach for that, and hopefully my dirty hands doesn't wreck the card. Oh, by the way, for another sidebar, so for Craft Along, there was 8 of you. So Melissa, Tamby, Maureen, Deb, like Deb U, Deb Shields, Monica, Kathy King, Lise, and Michelle, if that is. And I've been working on your cards, but I'm waiting for the new die set to get here because I wanted to create this little tote bag and I wanted to fill it with stuff so that you get all this stuff too. And that tote bag was actually inspired by a 31 bag. I was cleaning up and I found my 31 bag. This one, it's so big. And I was like, oh, I totally want to make a tote with that. And so that is one of your cards that you're going to receive for free for Craft Along. Now, if you want to craft along and get the kit, then it's $15 porch pickup, $20 delivery. Now, that's one of them. One of your other cards will be this one as well, so that's card number 2. And then card number 3 that you're going to get, which I'm just finishing up, uses the new Botanical Impressions die. So it's this die here. It looks so boring, but then when you put it in together, it's actually really nice. So it's a great one for any occasion. So any season, I should say. So that is what's coming. So, like I said, I need time to create or find a way to get ahead. So maybe I need some of my team or some of you friends to just come over and create with me so I can get August and September done. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of my dirty soda. Mm. Me and Bishop have become addicted to dirty sodas. So we've been spending time looking for recipes. So if anybody's into dirty sodas, I'd love your recipe ideas. Uh, and we've been going through a lot of Sprite and Dr. Pepper and Coke to make our dirty sodas. It's so good. Have you had them before? It's so yum. Okay, so I got a Misty Moonlight and then one of the designer series papers. Now, on mine, I just did a rectangle, which is 3 by 4, and I thought it was very boring. And I felt like it was very boring. So, because it's a numbers theme, and we have no dies that are currently available that are numbers, I'm like, well, screw that. I'm also pulling out deckled rectangle dies. These are no longer available either. So I took the third largest and cut me a die out of that. So you can see they're practically the same size. So use whatever rectangle die set you have, stitched, roughed edge. If you don't have, then just rough it up yourself. And we're going to do that. Now, I didn't have numbers because none of them are currently. So I use Alphabet a la mode. And Alphabet a la mode has a whole set of numbers. This is another retired product. Sorry, but we don't have any. Look on the second cup page. They had some yummy looking dirty drinks. Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah, I have quite a few already, but I'd love to share. So maybe I'll post one the next day or two and everyone can share their recipes. So that is what you get with this. The mini alphabet dies do not come with numbers. So this is what I chose to use. Birthday cake also comes with numbers. That one is it? No, birthday celebration. I think that one is retired as well. So I was like, okay, Global Design Project, why did you give us a challenge with stuff that is currently not available? I'm like, what if? But it's good because then it forces you all to use what you have in your collection. Hello, Shell. Hello, hello. Okay, so I got this. And then we need the chair, so I'm going to use pecan pie. And then I cut out numbers. So what I did was I cut out two of them for a 75th birthday because I know I'll have one. I'm having one coming up. And then this one's 60, so it's kind of boring. So I just need some bling, and I forgot to wrap it in linen. So we're not going to make sure we don't do that. Okay, so before we stamp, let's get everything ready. We're going to do this guy first. He's kind of boring. So all I did was pick up a blue. So I'm using Balmy Blue. So you could use Balmy Blue, Pool Party, I don't know, a light colored blue, whatever you got. What's another one? Maybe Azure, but it's a little darker. Oh, Coastal Cabana would look good too, I think. And all we're doing is literally adding some color here. Nothing fancy, because you can see here, we pretty much cover up most of it. But I just want it to give it a little texture, right? A little bit of oomph so it doesn't look so boring. Well, I don't really, oh, I think this is my crappy brush, but I ruined the brush for some reason, and now it's kind of like not blending as nice as I wanted to. Oakley dokley. Good thing I'm not doing blending on the techniques and templates. The TNT Retreat. I like the name. So I was so happy when that D came up with the name TNT Retreat. Okay, so that's done. And now we need to stamp. So we need a sentiment. And then we need the chair. And I chose to do white emboss because I wanted to give it kind of like a wash look. So I don't know if it looks like it, but that's what I think it is supposed to do. That was in my head, in my sleeps. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the stylish shaped dies, which should be in your collection as well. And we're gonna grab that thin one there. Now, it's gonna be too long. So we're gonna cut it. This is just a strip. You can see I took one of the pieces, one of the little strips off of this seagull paper. And we're going to use that so it's not so boring. So I'm gonna run this through my emboss and cut machine. So just give me a second here. I'll just do it off to the side so you don't have to sit there and so I don't have to adjust the camera again because then it'll swing. So I'm just gonna run this through the machine. Okay. I'm tired. So I just thought that was funny. My husband, you're blending the candle at both ends. Oh, maybe. Such is life. But that's what happens when you go through transition, right? You just gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. And summer is always hard because we're out and about, and right now it's MSA. I'm wearing my soccer shirt. Did you guys watch the games today? It was hard for me to watch it because I was at work. But then I came home and I watched the last one. I kind of hope Spain wins. But Spain or France, those are my picks now that Canada is out. Okay, and I'm so glad US lost yesterday. Just saying. Okay, so I'm using Today is Your Day. And then I have to make another card with this one because one of my best friends, the godmother to my youngest son, is moving. She's moving to Colorado. So we're getting together, and when she has time, because she's a doctor, she's always at the lake. So I love the fact that this says, here's to a new chapter. And so we have a running joke because we've been friends for so long. There's a group of us that one day we're going to write a book about all our adventures. So I'm super excited to use the Adirondack chair with the book. And definitely not a coffee, but I'm going to add the cheers and sips one because all we used to do was drink. So anyhow, so I'm going to do that. Now, it's too big or it's too long. So now we're going to take our die and we're going to line it up with the holes. You all know this trick maybe, but or not. So it is Tip Tuesday, Technique Tuesday. We're going to throw this all in there. So it won't slide because all you gotta do is position it, and you'll feel it lock into place at the end and through these holes. So I'm gonna adjust it a bit more. So I'm gonna pull it off. You can hear the ripple, and I'm just gonna pull it off just a tad more so that I think I have equal on both sides and lock that into place. Now I'm gonna run that through my emboss and cut machine again, and this little piece is what's gonna come off. So I'm gonna pop that in place. So yeah, if you Google, just gonna make sure that's locked. Yeah, it's locked. If you Google best dirty soda recipes, you'll get quite a few. And so I personally, because you can have a whole collection of syrup, and they're about. I'll tell you, I pay about $12.99 a bottle from Amazon, and they go fast. So there's my offcut, right? And now it's the size I need it. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot to do these guys. Okay, so this one was my broken one from this morning. I was up early. Okay, so we might not have room anyway. So I tried to stick it in there, and there's not a lot of room. I didn't think it looked pretty enough. It looked kind of dumb. So we'll see. Okay, so now these dudes. Oh, I forgot to do my embossing. Duh. So I doubled it this time because I felt it's too thin. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out, and I'm gonna add my silicone mat. Needs a wash. It's nasty. Okay, I'm just gonna add adhesive to these. What I should have did was use my sticker adhesives, the adhesive sheets. And then we're gonna take the 7 and the 7, and we're just gonna layer them on top of each other so that they're thicker. And then they turn into kind of like a dimensional, a popped or raised. Oh, yeah. What a mess. I'm a mess. Let's add glue to my dirty hand of secrecy. What is going on? Okay, so that'll dry. Just a little bit of extra glue there for my fingers and all over. And we'll add our number 5. Okay, shove that over it. Let's see. Like Benjamin wanted to play basketball outside after dinner. So Bishop's like, fine, I'll go with you. And then they didn't even last because the mosquitoes are so bad. And they even sprayed. So Bishop's got like 2 bites on his face, so I guess he didn't spray properly, and he was in within a minute. Okay, aren't they awful, those mosquitoes? They're terrible this year. Okay, so I use Secret Sea because I didn't want to use pecan pie or green. No reason why. So now we're gonna take this dude, and I'm gonna grab my. I'm gonna put the pin back in because I already broke my pin once. Let's add some pooter, add some pooter, and then grab our chair. Adirondack. Did I say that right? I rehearsed it. Tell me, Adirondack. Because, man, I can never say that word. Just like the new name for Bishop Grandin. Don't ask me to say it. Because I am terrible. I don't know why I'm patting that down a million times. But I am. So now we're just going to lay that down. Close this up properly. Give it a little bit of a push. And then lift. Look at that. I could leave it like that, technically. Because it looks so good. But I want that little oomph in the card. A little bit of oomph. Things that make you go, hmm. And then we're going to add the powder on there. Risque. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep. Boom. Okay. I think we just need that one, this foot. Come on. Come on, powder. Okay. I think I did okay. Maybe just a wee bit more. Just a wee bit. Just to make sure. Okay, dokie, Smoky. Now, I'm gonna grab my heat tool and we're gonna heat this up. Now, please note that not every glass mat is heat resistant, but mine is. The Stampin' Up! Glass mat is heat resistant. So I can just hold it in one corner and let it go on my table and watch the magic happen. I just love how shiny it gets. So you can heat emboss or you can hot foil. Which one do you want to do? Right? Both. We're artists, right? We're all artists in our own creative, crafty ways. So we want to do both. Oakley dokley. Where's my dies? Okay, 50 million dies. I love it. 13, really. Not 50 million. But we're going to put that on there and get that die working where we want it to work. So don't forget to like, share, comment. I'll be working on a few more cards. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday. Let's see. What'd you say, Kathy? Bingo or make cards? I don't know. Or stay home and rest. Oh my gosh, because I forgot Thursday night. So every month we have a team gathering and we share, we eat, we laugh, we create, we joke. But this year, Melissa actually suggested, what if we all go to the dinner theater? And I'm like, because usually I say, let's do ice cream or something and go on an adventure and hit up Scrapbook Cottage or something like that. We go out. So this year we decided for July, we're going to go watch a show. Well, guess what? That's Thursday evening. So I'm like, okay, that's 2 nights I can't come and create with you. So, and also we're supposed to go to the MSA game. So I told my husband, you know what, you just go without me. I have no loyalty. Okay, so there's that. There's that. There's that. Oh, it's looking good. And I want this to be under the 75. This is where we struggle. But I have an idea. I've got an idea. Well, actually, I can't share that idea with you because then my team will know, and it's part of our mystery project. So, because we're going out, I can't do rewards and recognition. So I said, oh, let's just get together real quick on Zoom on Sunday and do rewards and recognition, and I'll have a make and take for you, or what I call mystery stamping. So that's what we're going to do. And the idea I just had pop into my head is similar to the card we're doing. So really, bingo, of course. And so, I'm kind of like, oh, I can't use it here yet because I didn't do it with them yet. Okay, so you should just come to my meeting and find out what mystery I have. Anyone can come. It's just a Zoom class. So we're going to take this doodad, because I forgot to do it, and wrap it with some linen thread. And no, guess what? We're not tying a bow. Shocker. Okay, so I just poked myself with my pencil. Okay, so I'm going to find the end here. I need a couple pieces. 1, 2. Okay, these are going to be my extras because well, I guess I don't have to be that frugal. It's only 3 inches wide, but I'm going to be frugal because that's just who I am. Okay, so we're going to add a piece there. We're going to add a piece here. Look, look, look. I'm gonna peel these two sides off. I know, I do love bingo, even though I spend $40 and never win. It's like, oh, I swear, I'm just there to donate. Donate, chat, yap, eat, because that's what we do. It's crazy, our table's full of snacks. I blame Kathy, because she always brings all the good ones, and then she brings the mosties. So then the rest of us started bringing snacks, and now we eat lots of treats. So yeah, I blame you, Kathy. So that is at Dougal Community Club, by the way. So if you have no plans on Wednesday evenings, they have a great bingo event that goes on every Wednesday. The pots are really nice and big, and one of the pots is really, really big. So 2,000 for Bonanza, definitely worth doing. Oh my goodness. My husband's spraying the yard because the mosquitoes are so bad. Thank you, hubby. Thank you. Okay. They're so bad. So, so bad. I was gardening this weekend. Oh, by the way, everybody, I finished my garden. It doesn't look like the weeds of hell. Okay, so there we go. And I'm really liking it. Although it's only 1/3 full because now I need a crap load of perennials to fill the rest. But in time. So thank you, Janet, and thank you, Ashley, for giving me some of your perennials. There we go. Why did I peel that? Okay, so we're gonna put this one on some Pop Tarts. That wasn't very smart. I shouldn't have peeled it, but whatever. Okay, because I peeled it, I'm just gonna have to stick extra dimensionals there. Otherwise, it'll force itself to stick. So now I'm being one of those weird demonstrators that use way too many dimensionals. Okay, or crafters. There's crafters that do it too. You don't have to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, so seagulls. Okay. Oh, crap. I've got like, give me a sec. Because I've got powder kind of messed everywhere. Okay. And it was all over. Didn't you all see me spill my powder? Guess not. Okay. So I also found out in my new job that I'll be traveling quite a bit. So that really screws up my schedule. I was supposed to, they had me in the schedule to travel at the end of the month, and I'm like, no, I have craft along. No, I have Christmas in December. I cannot do. And thankfully, they said, oh, we're not ready, so we'll travel, we'll get together in August. I'm like, oh, but now that screws up my August, so whatever. But gotta pay the bills. If I could only survive off Stampin' Up. One day, one day, one day, one day. Okay, one day. So that's there. Now we got a little bit of niceness down here. And we're going to add that there. Let's see what it looks like. And maybe down here. No, that's not going to work. Because how do I put my number 75 over that hump of linen thread, right? Not going to work. Okay. But we could go like this. Ta-da! And then you know what? Where did I put them? Where's those nauticals? Oh, there they are. What if? What if? These are pretty. What if we stuck one there? No, that looks dumb. What if we stuck one on the chair? No, it doesn't look like it's there. Okay, so doesn't look good, which means we're just gonna use embellishments. That's how I roll. Okay. So 75. That's a milestone birthday to meet the Global Design Project challenge. And we'll slide these numbers over. So I might have to hang a bit over just so I have room. And our chair will go there. Now I feel like, okay, maybe a little. I'll put the chair a little lower. So then that way we don't look like we're uneven. Well, we are uneven, but okay. Where's my dimension? Hmm. Okay, you're also gonna laugh because the mosquitoes are so bad. Um, we got those kind of like netting mosquito netting shirts, like the knitted shirts, and so that we could wear them and the mosquitoes can't get us. Cause like seriously, the only thing that stops mosquitoes, cause they love me so much, from attacking me, is if I put Watkins on. So it's really bad. Okay, so I'm gonna check and see where I put that dimensional, cause it's gonna cover. I don't really want to cover the linen thread, but I kind of have to. Okay, chair. Oops. So that one is too low. So you could see I need to double stack. Wasn't thinking. I can't find my take your pick tool. So I'm going to use my scissors here. Okay, let's lift this up. Poppity doo dah. There, now it's even. Okay, oh, we might need one. Oh, come on. Okay, let's do a couple more. So one of our first dirty soda we always made was it's called, I don't know what it's called, but you use Sprite and then 2 pumps of vanilla and 2 pumps of blueberry. So that's what we started with, and we just kind of stuck with that. And then I was like, oh, let's Google and see if there's something else. And they're like, oh, you could use Coke Zero. And then it was like, with coconut. And I was like, coconut? So then I had to find coconut syrup. So yeah, it's actually quite good. Kind of tastes like more like a tropical drink. Really yummy. Anyway, got a few of those going. So now we have a collection of vanilla, pineapple, coconut, um, blueberry, raspberry. Oh, raspberry and Coke. That goes so good together. But what doesn't? It's like cherry Coke. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this over here because it's gonna hang over. Grab my dirty mat and just get some adhesive on there. Get that. Oh, look, I even got some on the front. Lovely. Get that 7 up there. I like these because these alphabet ones are super skinny. Like the letters are super skinny, which is kind of cool. Coolios. I'll do this with the 5. Okay. Move that out of the way. 75. Who's turning 75? My uncle. And then this one is going to go right under. Oh, I'm going to have to go. Oh, crap, all these. I should have went higher because I don't want to cover that linen thread. Let me see if it'll clip. Yeah. Shoot. You think it'll come off? Nope, it's not going to come off. It's stuck. Stuck on there big time. Well, I might have to just put another fake row. Well, that was a waste because now I end up covering the whole thing. Boo. Okay, note to self. Put your linen thread lower. Okay, now I just wasted it. Can I add? Oof. Okay, I can add it down here. Okay, so we're gonna cheat. I'm gonna waste. Ooh, oh, I don't need that. One. We're just gonna roly-poly it here. What not to do? That's what I'm here for. Don't do this. Don't put your linen thread in the wrong spot. It's because I had so much to share. I haven't even used my hot foil system. I just got it. And so I was like, I'm just going to wait for the free craft class. And a date for all of us to get together for those who bought it and create with it. So there we go. There we go. So I'm excited because the class is Thursday. I'm not going to be home anyway, but you know, I'll be too busy singing. We are wearing. So I gotta like tomorrow on my way into work, I'm gonna be like listening to Beatles songs. I grew up with the Beatles in our house though, because you know, my parents were rockers. Well, disco rockers. And who doesn't love karaoke? Filipinos love karaoke, except for me, I can't sing. Shocker. But I cannot. And so my dad would sing the Beatles all the time. He still does. That and Paul Anka. And I did it my way. He does a really good Paul Anka rendition. Okay, so this is going to cover that. And now I tried to fake it on the bottom. And we're going to just add more. I'm going to use some minis. Oh, what happened here? Okay, well, I'll just stick that there. Minis? Oh, yeah, there. Oh, and I found my take your pick tool. Hi, Irene. How's it going? Oh, I have your paper, and I have Donna's winnings too, which was she chose the Golden Glow blending brush. So it finally showed up. So, not sure how to get it to you though. That's my only dilemma. Okay. Ooh la la. There you go. Now. And now the end is near. Okay, wait, that's not the song we should be singing for Friday's show or Thursday's show. Right? I think this is too green because we're kind of with the blues. But let me see if I can find a green. If not, we'll make a green. Or we could do pecan. That's kind of more like a pink. But just trying to figure out what dimensionals to use, or sorry, embellishments to use. And we can use retired ones. And why? Well, because I had to use retired stuff anyway. So why not? Okay. Yep. I love these. These were like constantly on back order. It was just so frustrating. Moody palette glossy dots. Like when that lovely bloom or whatever came out, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how long it took. I'm gonna have to double stack that one. How long it took before those came into back in stock. They would come back in stock, and then a day or two later, sold again. And it was like, come on. And yeah, you couldn't really plan around it at all. But now it's finally available. Just like these. But then again, those anchors are now no longer available. But I will have some for you. Okay, so there is, I think I feel like I need another one there because it's kind of that bad spot for linen thread that I added is making this dip. Now I just want to stay here online with you all. Okay, maybe give me the mojo to create some more, although I have to go to bed soon. Okay, so let's add. We're gonna do, because I got blue here, we're gonna do the green and add some bling up there, up there, there, and then I'm just gonna put one down here, just to even it out. Now this comes with, like I said, there's a book, so you could lay a book on the arm. There's a coffee, so you could add your coffee mug there. You could add the seagull, yeah, sitting there as well. And then we could stamp, I could have taken that blue and stamped a couple seagulls along the top, which also can be fussy cut, or fussy cut, die cut. So this is the seagull here. And then there's the book, and then there's the coffee mug. So doable. Anyway, that's that so far. So let's get an inside piece. This is like 4x3. It's way too small in my opinion. I know lots of demonstrators use small pieces, but I think that that's too small. So 5.5. Let's go 5. So let's do 1/2 inch smaller. So 5.5 minus 1/2 inch is 5, and then 4 1/4 would be 3 3/4. My son and grandson are here. Oh, no way! That's awesome! Sweet! And you have the pool now, so that makes things lovely. So we didn't add this dude in here because I feel like he doesn't really have a home. He could go in here behind onto the plaid, but really there's not a lot of visibility. It's kind of like a waste, so I didn't stick him in if you're wondering why it's not there. Okay, so I said 5, so doing 1/2 inch smaller, and then 4 1/4, so that would be 3 3/4. If you do your math, 4.2 minus 25 minus 0.5 is 3.75. Okay, and then I'm gonna take those seagulls, Steven Seagulls, Such a bad joke. Okay. I used to love Steven Seagal movies. I grew up, my mom and dad loved action movies, so I grew up with all the action movies. Should be having fun with all this heat. Hey, Selkirk, this weekend I think is having a free rodeo weekend. That's their standard rodeo weekend. I believe it's all free. There's no entrance fee. So there's going to be wonder shows and stuff and some concerts and anyway, it's supposedly a good time. So I thought I would just share that with you all in case you want to go. Okay, so let's add a seagull or two up in this corner since I didn't. I wish they'd bring these little blocks back. What is it? A block? I think they should bring it back. Just saying. Yep. So, just gonna. Where's my. I had a piece of scrap in here. Oh my gosh, my desk is a disaster. Because I'm up late and then I craft and I literally don't clean up. I just go straight to bed because I'm like, oh my gosh, that's my bedtime. Last night I stayed up way too late. I'm like, okay, I gotta stop crafting at 10. And then I gotta make my lunch and stuff. Well, that didn't happen. It was 11:30 when I went to bed and I had to get up at 5:30 and I was like, oh, not smart. Okay, today is your day. I'm gonna leave it blank. So whoever wins this card, put whatever you want. And then I'm gonna grab this grassy one. Because these are like grass. So the other reason I like this is, did you know that my team name is Prairie Grass Stampers? Because most of us live in the prairies. Except for Susan. She doesn't live in the prairies. She lives in Ontario. So she's part of our team. And then my cousins, daughter. She's part of my team, and she's in St. Catharines, Ontario. So she's not a prairie girl. So you don't have to be a prairie girl to be part of my team. You just have to love to craft, and you could be anywhere in Canada. So the more people that sign up, where's my old olive? Oh, there it is. Um, then the more Zoom classes we can have. But we do get together in person, and then, but if I had more people, then we can also get together online. But there you go. There we go. So that's the inside. So remember last time I said I'm not gonna glue it, because if you win this card and you make a boo-boo stamping your sentiments, then at least you can flip it over and just put whatever you want. So this is going to sit loose in there. And if you want to leave it as is, leave it as is and just glue it. You all have adhesive. And that's the final product. So this was inspired by this crapola design. And then we spruced it up. But I hope you know someone who's turning 75. So that is what that one worked out to be. So this is, did you see that Kenora was, yes, Kenora is majorly underwater. It's crazy how much water they, like Kenora of all places. You'd think that with all the lakes, it wouldn't be an issue, but yes, so I have to reach out to Susan and text her, see how she's doing. And Pat and Karen, Karen Status, that is, see how they're all doing. So that's it. So that's inspired by the Global Design Project, which is a milestone. And my upcoming, this was going to be my card series for this week, but it's been crazy. So I'm hoping I can figure out and be more consistent next week. But this is the card, the product of the month card class we're going to do in the beginning of August. So I'm hoping to have all my links done tonight and everything emailed to all of you. The most important one right now is Christmas in July, because that is on July 25th. I have nothing else to do on a Saturday night. So I was going to move it to Sunday, but then Sunday is my wedding anniversary and my husband just gets back on the 24th. So I was like, oh, he's probably going to want to do something. And then Monday I have soccer, so I can't do Monday. So that is what we're doing Saturday night. So you can be anywhere, cottage, whatever, home, comfort of your own. You don't even have to be on a Zoom call. You just need to pick your 5 numbers, and it's all on YouTube, and you just need to yell bingo on YouTube. So, but I will have all your numbers to make sure. You need to be present. If you do not show up, you don't get to win. That's my only stipulation. So looking forward to it. I hope you join and enjoy your goodie bag, and we'll see you again Friday. I'm going to be here Friday. We'll see you Friday. So thanks for popping in, and thanks for the chat, and wish me luck to getting back to consistency every week, every day next week, and we'll talk soon. Happy stamping!